Just want to mention something quickly before the video. This box opening is also a giveaway. We will be giving away the top 3 cards of your choice from this box to 3 of our subscribers. All we need from you is to get this video to 100 likes, leave a fun comment on the video letting me know which card you want, and I'll be choosing the winners as soon as the video reaches 100 likes. On a final note, this is also our first giveaway, so it only applies to people who can receive mail in the continental United States. It's just a test run. If it goes well, we'll do more giveaways with future box openings and expand to include the international peeps. We really just want to see if this is something that you guys like, if you'll react well to it. We have a bunch of box openings in the can. We pulled some really cool stuff. If this goes well, we will definitely do more. Thanks everyone for the support and enjoy the video. Welcome back to Late Stage Yu-Gi-Oh's mostly non-lethal pack openings. We've got Dawn of Majesty, which I've been told has synchro support and new
Star
stuff.
power.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the new stuff is. Before any of that, obviously, Alessio, my partner in crime, my main co-host is here, but we also have another super special guest, DK, Divinity King from Formats Abroad.
Just started a very cool channel for the domain format.
Thanks for the introduction, guys. I'm excited to see what you pull out of this Dawn of Majesty box.
Yes, and you need to understand that I have less than zero idea about anything that was released post 2011. That's where I'm coming from. Alessio, at this point, is a Master Duel aficionado, so he has way more than less than no info about the new formats. So we're really going to need you to guide us on the some of the modern cards, because I will, if you saw the last pack opening, I did not know what Forbidden Droplet looked like. So please, feel free to chime in.
That is definitely, I mean, Forbidden Droplet, that was an amazing pull. That is like the chase card out of the set, even over the Ghost Rare that's in that set. So it's super cool that you got that. Yeah, this set's really cool.
Let me know what the chase cards are for this.
I think it's Oliver, right? Oliver.
Oh, the Aluber.
Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver.
It's just Oliver.
Yeah, so Despia made quite the impact in this set, coming in with 2 really solid fusions. I know a lot of people aren't playing the giant fusion because it takes 3 materials, but the Quiritis is really good. The set also has 5 of the Starlight rares, which is really cool. 2 of them being Stardust, which, I mean, you can see by the display, which is really neat. And then one of them is actually a Cyber's Pendulum monster, which I'm really shocked that they went that approach.
Yeah, that's weird. And then there's I believe there's Sue ships, and there's one other archetype that there's a lot of stuff in.
The future tier 0 archetype.
Of course.
Sue ships.
All right, we're starting off strong.
That is Despia. That's definitely one of the things is that an ultimate?
That's an ultra rare.
That's what ultras look like these days. Interesting.
Yeah, that's an ultra. The way I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the attribute and the stars are foil now. That is actually one of the cooler. It's a boss because it's got the nice 3K stat line, but it is one of the cooler combo pieces and oppression pieces of the deck.
What's the pricing on this, if you know off the top of your head?
About $2.
Oh, yes. Sweet. Let's put that to the side. Oh, hey, aliens. That was another thing. I'm also the resident alien
thing in there.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's literally just that one, I think.
Oh,
or
that's
maybe,
awesome.
No, there's one other, because that doesn't, I was looking through it and I saw the word alien, but that doesn't have the word alien. So yeah, maybe there's more aliens.
I was wondering because in the new Ghost set, Alien Almanite got a reprint as an...
Oh, maybe that's what I was looking at.
As an Ultra, so I wonder if that makes sense. I was wondering why that card was in there, because there's just a random rarity bump, but maybe it's not so random.
Yeah, I have like 5 Alien Almanites, but I'm down to get another one. I'm going to put this up to the side as something that I care about. All right, so that feels like a strong opener. So the reason why I'm excited about Bee Troopers is because I was trying I was trying to make insects work before they were a thing. Obviously, Bee Trooper is like a good deck now, so that kind of annoys me, but I'd give it a shot if it's like meta relevant or whatever.
Majestic Mirage is not. It's just if you wanted to play like a Stardust centric deck, it's a neat card. But competitively, I have not seen it show up anywhere.
Market value 9 cents.
Oh, Gusto. Is that still a thing?
Everything's still a thing.
Oh.
It's the love of eternal formats.
Yeah,
you know, it's not on the ban list. That card that you actually passed by, I think, is something. The Beast King Unleashed.
If your monster battles an opponent's monster in the same column, you can return your monster and any other cards in its column to the hand. You can only activate the effect of Beast King Unleashed once per turn. So how does this? Is there some sort of like hand, like looping archetype?
Have you seen Mech Knights?
I'm sure I have. The question is, did I retain Mech Knights? And the answer is no.
So Mech Knights is a light psychic archetype of monsters level 5 through 9, I believe. And they summon themselves. They were a really solid deck for a hot minute. There's 2 cards in the same column. They can summon themselves.
Okay.
And they're all like 2,000 plus attack, like 2,000 to 2,500 are their main stats. And so, and 2 of them are searchers. So like if you get one of them, you kind of just keep going. Being able to have any of them be a grand mole at any given time. And then one of the 2,400 that they play lets you move any Mech Knight to any zone.
Okay. I can mess with that. I'll add Mech Knights to the list of decks that I might be interested in playing if I ever learn Standard.
This I hate. There's just something about this whole thing that is, you see it on Master Duel a lot, and it's just very annoying.
The evil twins or the live.
Yeah, the live twins. Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those archetypes. It's just like there's 2 monsters. It's like kind of like Striker in that way. It's like there's 2 monsters and they turn into a bunch of other things.
But it is a very annoying deck that will take like 6 actions on your turn. It's not as bad as the Floendrees cards, but on your turn they will do multiple things. And then they have a cool Trickstar thing. Like their continuous spells has stuff. I believe that is one of them. It's like every time your opponent does something, you get to drain them for 200 life points.
Hold up.
Yeah, and whenever it's this, they have this thing where they gain life, and then whenever you gain life, you ping your opponent for life, and it's very slow, and yeah, it takes forever.
Hold up. The edition is here now?
Yes.
Oh, that has been there since Duelist, not Duelist Genesis, Duelist DEUA. What set is that?
Duelist Alliance.
Yeah, I think Duelist Alliance, the set that Shadal's came out in.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, the first edition mark was there. Imagine to my surprise, I'm like busting boxes for like a store and like right after the sneak peek.
Yeah.
And I'm going, how are these not first ed? This set literally just came out.
Yeah, well, I was about to get mad because I'm like, I thought I got a first ed box. And I was looking for it. Jar of Generosity. Is this anything?
I think it's just some neat legacy support.
It depends. It depends if you think Gustos are anything, and I think there are some ardent defenders of them. But
ooh, this is a tough pack, which can only mean one thing. $600 card.
The Spice.
Right,
oh, there's also the Iris Sword Soul is the other chase in here.
Okay.
Ready Fusion.
That's instant fusion, but different, but the same.
Okay, so this is good, right?
Yeah.
All right, great. How much is
That's
it?
definitely playable. How much? What is the cost? What is the financial value? Let's see. That's near mint first edition, $19.
That's not bad at all. It's weird though, because it's Yeah, you're right. It's instant fusion, but you can't get an effect monster. So I'm not.
But that's not what you use that for anyway. I think what's nice about it is that it's level 6. Instant fusion only goes to level 5.
They've printed a lot of cards that like non-effect fusions. They've reprinted old ones so they're more easily accessible, but they printed some new ones that allow you to do some wild synchro because tuner is not an effect. And XYZ play. So it lets you can go into like Cyber Dragon Infinity easier, and you can go into what is the Ultimaya Zulkin, the Crimson Dragon synchro.
Right.
Yeah, and then there's like they made a multitude of like 2 and 3 star like normal or non-effect fusion synchro or tuner monsters, and that card just lets you combo off. Also, links will exist, so just having the play a card get a thing.
Sweet.
Anytime that you can special summon something, you have just OTK'd, basically. Did Stardust need more stuff? I feel like it had all the stuff.
Oh, it got me to buy the box.
It was all there.
Well, no, it needed more stuff to stay, Oh, yeah, this is the thing that lets you...
This is Willis.
Yeah, it lets... What you talking about? No, it lets you summon Majestic stuff easier, which I actually was excited about in this set. Okay.
I feel like we went through the whole, like, accepting that Majestic was not worth trying and that, you know, you could actually more easily do Assault Mode or, like, Quasar or, like, any of the other Shooting Star Dragon. And now they're like, no, wait. Use the Majestic one. It's also cool. No, nice. Look at that.
B Trooper formation. Target 1B. This is like a necessary card, right?
Going to assess whether it's necessary based on the market price, which is 20 cents.
Oh, okay. I guess it isn't necessary.
20-cent cards aren't necessarily bad. Like another card you opened in that pack was Despian Tragedy. It's a common. And that is one of the better cards in that engine.
Sometimes there's things like, hey, that's really good, but I don't have room for it.
That's definitely fair.
I'll slide it to fine focus itself.
There we go.
Oh, wait, this is the thing, right?
Yeah, that's the starter for the Despia.
That is the boy.
All right, so how much is this one?
Pulling it up. There's a lot of printing, so I might find the wrong one first. This is the Dama. That's a $15 to $16 one.
All right, not bad.
So, and that card just recently got reprinted in Ghosts from the Past 2.
Yeah, you might get another one of those right now.
Before that card was actually pushing about 120.
Because that was right after the YCS win with that, right?
Yeah, and it just hadn't been reprinted. They just like opted to like not deal with it, and everyone was playing with it. And that the structure deck came out too. The because it was sitting at like 40 to 60, and then the branded Albaz structure deck came out, and Despia branded is just it's just one of the new tier 1 decks. You know, like he's a monster. He's an effect veiler from the graveyard and a Stratos when summoned. It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, this is great. This has been a pretty good box so far, I feel like. I'm barely like 5 packs in, and
was that a branded card in the back of that as well?
I believe so, but I already put it down. It's already in the past.
Ghosts are, I have to say this again. Ghosts are from the past. It's redundant.
Yes. This isn't anything, right? This Tin
Dangle?
Yeah.
No, it is neat generic flip effect monster support, so it has potential in the future.
It's also recycled Ally of Justice art.
Wait, really?
Oh, that's real. That is real. That was what. Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah,
There's one of them that's like a pyramid like that. I forget what it's called.
Hey, it's one of the fusion tuners I was telling you about.
Fooners. Oh yeah, I've seen that in the Invoked, when people play Invoked on Master Duel. I feel like I've seen that.
We're gonna have so many extra deck monsters after this.
If you open a super rare called Branded Opening, it's even though it's a super rare, it's like $15 a piece. So I'd keep your eye out for that.
You know, if anyone wants to make my future openings branded openings, I'd also appreciate that. I will take money.
That's one of
for
the
things.
lesser used fusions, yeah.
Yeah, that's that big one I was telling you about. It's a really cool super poly target because you get to eat, 2 to 3 of their monsters, but it does take 3, which is.
I'm glad super poly finally happened. Because there was like chatter around 2010 about super poly like possibly being broken. F-Zero wasn't really a thing, so none of the meta decks at the time really like benefited from running super poly over anything else.
Well, now you have to run it because branded is an entirely super poly archetype. So if it's just who super polys are the person first. Oh, the alien.
That Stealth Buster is actually just pretty good, generically.
Yeah, and it's a light. Unlike the original one, which is like Earth. Yeah, making them light probably more than anything powers up the deck. Alien Kid and Alien Dog are light, and if more of them had been light, I feel like they would have gotten like light dark specifically, they would have been fine. This isn't anything but shiny.
Amazing how some things change so dramatically over time, and some things are just, lights are still better than Earths. Oh yeah, no, we didn't do anything about that.
The Heilbringer Hog.
If you can pronounce that, you win the game. Those are the.
There was nothing about. He didn't say branded bond.
I mean, that's not. I mean, that one I think you've opened already, but it is. Or I don't know if people use that one.
It's branded opening is the big one.
Yeah. There we go. All right, that one was a little tough, but I like that the tough pack to open equals something probably good. Lancer. I know this one is a good one. At least for the bee troopers. Right?
That one's actually just good for insects in general, isn't it? Like it does have I think it is a bee trooper specific effect, but it's like its other effect. It's
during your main phase, you can target one insect in your graveyard and one monster your opponent controls, or in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, place the targeted monsters on the bottom of the decks. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one bee trooper spell or trap to your deck. Yeah, no, this is great. I want to get like 2 more of these.
Oh, that's during either player's turn. They just said during the main phase. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited to construct this bee trooper deck, but I will need like 2 more Lancers, I think.
Bee Trooper was very exciting for like a second, and I feel like no one talks about it anymore. But maybe that's good for it. Maybe that's better.
It's good for my interest because if it's a tier 0 deck, I don't want to play it.
But you're gonna have to get. Oh, okay, that's the one you were talking about.
Yep.
Casually.
These arts have so much going. It's like what's happening? There's so much stuff going on in that picture.
Yeah, so Branded and Despia are part of like the lore, like it's the lore archetype of like the past couple sets. So like all the cards like tell a story of like what's going on within like the war and stuff like that.
Literally everything is in on this too, though. Like every archetype is like, oh yeah, they're also involved in this, and I'm like, how?
Okay, so how is this not Kingdom Hearts?
Did anyone say it's not?
No, I need to know, like, what is happening here?
Albaz is going through an opening to fight the Despians, who are the evil versions of the Dogmaticas.
Yeah,
and he's a dragon, but also not. That's the story.
So Aluber's like on the top of that, and you can see him like coming down, and you can see because that's like Sharaig's gun. It looks like it's the Tri Brigade's also just in on this photo.
Yes, they're also
starting the. Yeah, and pretty much, I don't know if you guys know much about Bleach.
Oh,
Oh yes.
yeah. Bleach came
Say
out
more.
before 2015.
In Bleach sense, the choir music has started to play.
Oh, so this is Hueco Mundo.
Yep, pretty much.
The Hueco Mundo metaphor is helpful because that feels like Despia theater of the whatever that we saw before is like, yeah, that is kind of like Hueco Mundo.
Which you've opened. You've gotten like almost every card in this like archetype from this set.
Yeah, you guys just need to keep calling cards because at this point we've pretty much gotten every card that you've called. We got the Albert, we got the branded opening. I wanted.
It's really just Iris Sword Soul and the Starlight Stardust thing.
Okay, well, let's just get that in the bottom half of the pack, bottom half of the box. This has been great so far.
It's very hard to have watched The Boys and just try to pay attention to these things because it's like every time I hear everyone's like Starlight Rares, and I'm like,
That's
brain is too old for this.
Magic Key. That's new.
What's a Maftia?
That is a fusion and ritual spell. That is the key. That is invocation for that deck. That is, I guess if you guys like the invoked invocation.
Right.
Yeah, even though it doesn't
Sounds
have
fun.
like the ritual spell symbol, that card is a fusion and ritual spell. It's really good.
Okay.
And it's a gun. So
A
that
talking
of
gun.
course it's good.
What are your guys' thoughts on me doing this as a giveaway towards the end? Like setting up like an arbitrary like number thing.
People do like those.
Yeah,
Both in the sense that they actually like them and that they enjoy them.
Yeah, I'm like I feel like I should do that. It seems like lost opportunity with these openings.
I mean, if you how badly do you want to resolve branded opening is the question.
not badly.
There you go.
Is Albion the Shrouded Dragon?
I would say money wise, it's not because it got reprinted as a common in the structure deck, but that is a key piece to both branded and Albaz and Despia decks, because that's Albaz in his dragon form, like the non-fusion dragon form.
Nice.
And his hand or graveyard recycling effect is just really good. Like he just resets himself up constantly.
Pendulum Treasure. Is this anything? Probably not.
Not money wise, no.
Yeah, doesn't look anything. All right, that's good. Sorry, I'm already on to the next box because I pretty much I feel like I've gotten almost everything out of this box that I wanted, or that I was told that I wanted.
Then you got your second alien.
Oh yeah, my second alien stealther guy. Despia the branded. Magic Key Dragon. I'm assuming is not anything.
It's if you want to play Magic Key.
So your ultra count you should be still getting a couple, like an ultra or so out of this. And if you get Despian Quiritis, that is like the $12 fusion.
Okay.
What on earth is that?
Gizmek.
Oh yeah.
I'm like looking at the card and I still can't read it. Gizmek. Tengigoku the Immobile Intellect.
Miwen.
If this is normal or special summon, you can take one machine. Monsters who attack equals its own defense from your deck. Place it on top of your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one machine in your graveyard whose attack equals its own. Target one machine monster in your graveyard whose attack equals its own defense. Special summon it in defense position. You can only use each effect of Gizmek's Tengiku, the mobile intellect, once per turn. So it's a frog.
That was your takeaway from that?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a frog. It's a frog effect. But
It's like frog in the
Yeah, it's like a machine frog effect.
Like
I do like
things
that
back and forth.
all of the Gizmecs, while they are an archetype with quite a few monsters, they're all like generic. Like that card is not like you can play
Yeah.
that with so many things.
I
Yeah.
also like the 50s. 1450. The Inquisition had not happened yet, so I was having a good time.
Yeah, I was like, in another way, it was the last good year for a while. Yet another Gizmek. This time it's the Inaba.
That's literally just Mecha Bunny.
Yes. With frills.
Pointy mecha button.
All right. Where are we at? 4 more. Oof, that one was tough. Okay. So maybe...
I had my daily realization today that Despia, it's just the same pun with death. Like, same thing with, like Des, Feral Imp, like all those things that say Des, because it's a like weird translation of death. So it's like death, thespian, but death.
You gotta love the clever workarounds to make it still a 6 and up game, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, Zombie Tuner. I might play this.
That zombie tuner is actually really cool on what it does, but
Okay.
yeah, if it special summons itself, your opponent has to like remove from play cards from their graveyard.
Oh, that sounds awesome. It's like Zombie Revenge for every single archetype now having a graveyard recursion.
Yeah, and then it banishes itself, and then if it's banished, it summons itself during the next end phase. So like during everybody's end phase, you just do it again.
Nice. That sounds like it would be a good commander card, or like a fun. That's a fun one to politic on.
That would be a very filthy deck master. That would
Yeah.
be very like, I don't know if I'm gonna win, but you all are going to lose. It's like,
Yeah, sometimes the best way to win is just to get everyone to waste their good stuff on nothing, and then you just walk all over them after.
All right, so we've run out of steam here on the ridiculous pulls. Oh,
Just don't speak too soon.
Armor Horn.
Armor Horn. I think that is one of the main ones.
yeah, it's not very expensive, but it is the combo B trooper.
Right.
It is what helps you set up real nice.
Okay, and the last shiny is Chronomaly Megalloglobe.
Neat. I did not know they were still making Chronomaly cards.
If you want any of these 3 cards, get the video to 100 likes somehow, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and whenever it hits 100 likes, if it's like 6 months from now, please comment on the video. I will select someone or 3 people at random from the comments and have ship these 3 cards to them, or one of these 3 cards to them. And it has to be in the continental United States. Sorry about that. I am not made of money.